I'm pretty sure you must have experienced something like this. You visit a website and instead of seeing the front page with the content, you end up seeing a message very similar to what we see here. You see a message saying, sorry, we're down for maintenance or construction. Please check back later, and you might see a countdown of some sort. I am going to show you in this video how you can create something very similar to this for your WordPress website, so that if in case you need to take your site down for maintenance or whatever, you can inform visitors politely that your site is down and that they should check back at a later date. It's very professional and it's the way to go. Now, I'm on this site here called designscraze.org, and they have a whole bunch of free templates that you can actually use for your WordPress site. The slight challenge here is that these templates weren't designed specifically for WordPress per se, which means that you can't just upload them the backend of WordPress and then they'll work. No, you have to manually insert the code behind these templates. And if you're conversant with HTML, then this would be a walk in the park for you. If you're not, you can always reach out to someone who knows how to use HTML and they can do it for you. So I will attach the link in the resources tab so that you can take a look at this site. But if you're not conversant with HTML, I have you covered. Okay, so relax. I'm going to talk about a plugin called Launcher, and it's by my theme shop, and you can get the plugin by simply typing in Launcher on the search box. So click on install now. Let's go ahead and activate the plugin. And once it's activated, if you come down to your settings tab, you should see Launcher right here. So I'm going to click on that. And the very first thing you would see would be enable launcher page. So if enabled, only administrators can access the front end of the site. So what this means is once the launcher is active, it's only if you're logged in as an admin, that's when you would be able to see the actual front page and the actual contents. Every other person will see the launcher template saying, hey, sorry, we're down, check back later, you know. So let's go ahead and enable it. Let's save changes. All right, so it's active now. Let's click on our link here, and sure enough, we can see the page, but because of course we are an admin, I can see it. So what I'm going to do is to go incognito on Google Chrome by typing in Ctrl+Shift and N, and let's visit the moviecharacters.com. And what we're going to see is this. We're going to see the launcher template right here, as you can see. Awesome. So what I want to do is to go back, and now let's begin to customize our launcher template. So if I come down to settings, go back to launcher. Now over here, you can decide to upload your favicon if you want to. Your page title and meta description should be all filled out automatically. And of course, if you have any additional code that you'd like to add, this is where you can add them. All right, templates. Now we have three types by default. We have retro, rocket, and of course we have launcher, which is the default template. I personally like rocket, so I'm just save that. And now let's go back to incognito mode, refresh this page, and boom, look at this. This looks pretty awesome. I love this. I love the rocket, and I love the whole setup right here. It's simple and it goes straight to the point. All right, so let's just come back down here. We've chosen our template, countdown timer. Now over here, you can add a date. So let's say we're counting down to Monday, 8th of February at 5 p.m. So that'll be 17:00, done. And you can also disable the launcher page, which means that the launcher will be disabled at the specified date and time if it's present on our launcher page. So as soon as this countdown has been reached, the launcher will be disabled. So let's also save that. And of course, for the subscribe form as well, if you'd like to collect people's email addresses while you're undergoing maintenance, you can simply set that up right here. You have your service. I showed you how to use MailChimp earlier, but of course, if you have other services, just choose one. If you use MailChimp, you'll simply add your API key, and of course, include all of these here as well. And of course, for Twitter feed as well, if you want to generate your tweets, you can add them over here as well. Over here, we do have a contact form that's unfortunately not supported by the template that we're currently using. And if you'd like to add a contact form where people can, fill out and send you a message, you would have to use the launcher template. As you can see, by selecting the launcher template, the contact form becomes available. With the retro template, you don't have access to the subscribe form, Twitter feed, or contact form. And of course, with the Rocket template, you do have access to all features except the contact form. So if you'd like to add a contact form, simply select the launcher template and then simply come here and then simply fill out these parameters where you'd like to receive your emails and of course the labels of your fields. So let me just come back, select my Rocket, save changes. Last but not least, we also have our social media links that you can add so that people can follow you while you're undergoing maintenance. So let me just add hashtags here just to give an idea of how it's going to look like. Let me click on Save Changes. Let's come back to our incognito site, refresh, and boom, we have our social media links. All right, awesome. But now how do we change the text? And, how do we change the color and other things like that? Well, in order to do this, I'm going to go to my launcher tab right here, click on edit. Okay. And right, so we're in the edit mode. And as you can see, if I hover over my text right here and I click, I now have access to edit the words, edit the text. So let me just do my backspace. Let's delete all this up to this point and just say, check back later. And of course, tick the checkbox to save changes. And you would notice that I can also click over here and change my text. Let me just say, welcome to the movie, no space, welcome to the movie characters. Save that. And you may notice that there are other boxes appearing every time I hover. You have an eye and you have some sort of a brush. The brush is to simply change the color. So you can come here, select color. Let's go with blue, maybe. Okay, that works. Let's save that. And of course, you can also choose to hide certain blocks. So if, for example, we did not want to show the sign up box right here, all I have to do is to click on the eye and to hide this element. So let's see how this looks like. Let's come back down to our incognito page, refresh, and you can see we've hidden the box, and of course we've also changed the color of our text as well. So this has been how to set up a nice template for your maintenance mode. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, of course, feel free to contact me. Do not forget that I will include this link in the resources tab. So once again, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next class. Bye for now.